The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the narrow street in Incheon, where children played with the carefree energy of youth. Haiwan Park, a slender 12-year-old with bright eyes and a mischievous smile, clutched an old metal pole she had found near some construction scaffolding. Her friends scattered around her, their laughter echoing between the compact apartment buildings. Yeonbi Kim's hover vehicle gleamed like a silver bullet, parked precisely at the street's edge. She was a successful technology executive, known for her sharp business acumen and even sharper temper. Today, she had parked her expensive vehicle just moments before rushing into a nearby cafe, her designer heels clicking against the concrete. Haiwan's game was simple. She and her friends were playing a modified version of street baseball, using the metal pole as a makeshift bat. The narrow street became their playground, with carefully mapped out invisible boundaries and excited shouts marking each play. When the pole connected with the imaginary ball, Hwon didn't realize how close she was to the hover vehicle. The metal rod swung with unexpected force, striking the vehicle's sleek side panel with a resounding crack. The sound was distinct, a sharp metallic ping that cut through the children's playful noise. A spiderweb of fractures immediately spread across the hover vehicle surface. The delicate quantum glass technology that made modern vehicles so advanced now showed its vulnerability. Small fragments began to shimmer and break, revealing the complex inner layers of the sophisticated machine. Haiwan froze. Her friends went suddenly silent. Yeonbi Kim emerged from the cafe, her smartphone pressed against her ear, discussing some complex corporate merger. Her conversation stopped mid-sentence when she saw her vehicle. The damage was immediately apparent, a significant crack running almost the entire length of the vehicle's side. Her eyes locked onto Hwon. The girl stood perfectly still, the metal pole hanging limply from her hand. She knew she was in trouble. Her heart raced, and she could feel the heat rising in her cheeks. Around her, the other children had already started backing away, sensing the approaching storm. Yeonbi's professional composure cracked. Her expensive vehicle, worth more than most families' annual income, had been damaged by a child's careless play. She walked toward Haiwan with measured, controlled steps that somehow felt more threatening than a run. "Do you have any idea what you've done?" Yeonbi's voice was low, controlled, but lined with a fury that made Hwon take an involuntary step backward. Haiwan's mind raced. She knew her family couldn't afford to replace such an expensive vehicle. Her father worked long hours at a local manufacturing plant, and her mother ran a small convenience store. This damage could financially devastate them. "I'm sorry," Haiwan managed, her voice barely a whisper. But Yeonbi wasn't interested in apologies. She was already taking pictures of the damage with her advanced holographic smartphone, her fingers moving quickly across the screen, no doubt already calculating the repair costs and preparing to involve legal channels. What neither Haiwan nor Yeonbi understood at that moment was how this seemingly random incident would become the starting point of an extraordinary journey. The metal pole, the hover vehicle, the precise moment of impact, all of these were about to set in motion a chain of events that would fundamentally alter humanity's understanding of its own potential. The street remained quiet. The other children had melted away, leaving Hwon alone with the increasingly angry executive. Small dust particles danced in the late afternoon sunlight, oblivious to the moment that would soon change everything. Hwon clutched the metal pole, her knuckles turning white. She knew this was going to be complicated. She knew her life was about to change in ways she couldn't possibly imagine. And she was right. The Medical Research Center stood like a gleaming white fortress against the Incheon skyline. Hwon's DNA sample, collected during a routine investigation following the hover vehicle incident, arrived in a small transparent container marked with a simple barcode. Dr. Park Ju-won, a senior geneticist with tired eyes and careful hands, didn't expect anything unusual. Thousands of genetic tests crossed his desk every month. He began the standard analysis, his fingers moving quickly across holographic screens. Something strange happened 30 minutes into the routine scan. The genetic markers started behaving differently. Where normal human DNA followed predictable patterns, Haiwan's genetic sequence seemed to dance. Neural connectivity patterns shifted, expanded, and reconnected in ways Dr. Jiwan had never witnessed. He called his senior colleague, Dr. Kim Sungmin, who arrived within minutes. Together, they studied the peculiar genetic structure. Haiwan's DNA contained unusual protein markers that suggested enhanced neurological potential. "This isn't just a mutation," Dr. Jiwan whispered. "This is something completely different." Government agencies were quietly notified. Within 48 hours, Haiwan and her family were invited to a secure medical facility. Her parents were confused, worried, but the official documentation suggested extensive medical research. Haiwan underwent a series of non-invasive tests. Brain scans revealed extraordinary neural network connections. Her brain could process information faster, create more complex thought patterns, and adapt more quickly than any previously recorded human sample. The research team discovered that her unique genetic structure allowed unprecedented interaction with technological systems. Neural pathways in her brain seemed designed for direct technological integration, something previously thought impossible. During one test, Haiwan effortlessly solved complex quantum computing problems that would challenge most advanced artificial intelligence systems. She did this without formal training, using pure intuitive understanding. Military researchers became intensely interested. Intelligence agencies saw potential for unprecedented human-machine symbiosis. Her genetic code suggested she could potentially interface with advanced technological systems using thought alone. "We've discovered something revolutionary," Dr. Jiwan told his colleagues. "This girl's genetic structure represents a quantum leap in human evolutionary potential." Yuan remained unaware of the massive implications. To her, these were just strange medical tests with lots of complicated machines. She answered questions, completed tasks, and remained curious but uninformed about the scientific breakthrough happening around her. Her parents were kept in controlled information loops. Confidentiality agreements were signed. Financial compensation was provided. The government promised continued medical support and education for their daughter. What started as a simple incident of a damaged hover vehicle was rapidly transforming into humanity's most significant genetic discovery. Haiwan's accidental pole strike had revealed a genetic key that could potentially redefine human technological interaction. The scientific community would later refer to this moment as the Inchin genetic breakthrough, a turning point in understanding human potential. Haiwan Park, a 12-year-old girl from a modest family, had unknowingly become the most important genetic research subject of the century. No one yet understood the full implications, but something extraordinary was beginning. A journey that would change everything humans thought they knew about their own capabilities. Haiwan continued to be a normal child. She played with her friends, studied at school, and helped her parents. She remained blissfully unaware that her very existence was about to challenge fundamental understanding of human potential. The genetic revelation had begun, and the world would never be the same. The specialized training facility looked like a combination of a high-tech laboratory and a modern school. Haiwan arrived wearing a simple gray uniform, her hair neatly tied back, looking both nervous and curious about her new environment. Scientists and researchers watched her through one-way glass, monitoring every movement, every reaction. Her initial training began with simple technological interfaces, advanced computer systems that most adults found challenging to operate. Haiwan's first breakthrough came unexpectedly during a standard neural connectivity test. Where previous test subjects struggled to maintain a consistent connection with the quantum computer, she integrated seamlessly. Her brain waves synchronized with the machine's processing units in ways that defied current scientific understanding. Within weeks, she could navigate complex technological systems using mere thought. Complex algorithms that would take professional programmers hours to solve, she completed in minutes. Her brain seemed to understand technological language as naturally as she understood spoken Korean. Military researchers became increasingly interested. They discovered that her neural pathways could not just interact with computers, but could potentially control advanced technological systems. Drone simulations showed her ability to navigate complex machinery with unprecedented precision. During one remarkable demonstration, Huon controlled multiple robotic systems simultaneously. Her brain processed information across different technological platforms without any physical interface. The research team watched in stunned silence as she effortlessly managed tasks that would overwhelm multiple trained professionals. Dr. Kim Songmin, her primary researcher, noted something extraordinary. Haiwan's technological integration wasn't just about processing power, it was about understanding. She didn't just use technology. She communicated with it on a fundamental level. Her training expanded rapidly. Advanced quantum computing, artificial intelligence systems, and complex robotic interfaces became her playground. Where most humans saw complex machinery, she saw interconnected systems that spoke a language she instinctively understood. The government established a special education program designed specifically for her unique abilities. Traditional schooling became secondary to her technological training. Mathematics, computer science, and advanced engineering became her primary subjects. Interestingly, Huon remained a typical 12-year-old girl. She enjoyed playing games, talking with her friends, and spending time with her family. Her extraordinary abilities didn't change her fundamental personality. She was still curious, playful, and kind. Researchers discovered that her genetic mutation allowed her brain to create instant neural connections with technological systems. Where normal human brains required complex training and specific interfaces, her brain could understand and control technology almost instantaneously. International scientific communities became aware of the breakthrough. Research papers were carefully drafted, maintaining strict confidentiality about the source of this remarkable discovery. Haiwan's identity remained protected, known only to a select group of high-level researchers and government officials. The potential applications seemed endless. Medical technology could be revolutionized. Complex scientific problems could be solved more quickly. Space exploration might take quantum leaps forward with this new understanding of human-machine interaction. During one fascinating experiment, Huon demonstrated the ability to repair a malfunctioning quantum computer without physical intervention. Her neural signals could identify and correct complex system errors faster than any known technological diagnostic system. Her parents were kept informed but carefully managed. Regular meetings explained the significance of their daughter's abilities while ensuring their continued cooperation and support. Financial support and guaranteed future opportunities were part of their agreement. As months passed, Haiwan's technological capabilities continued to expand. Each test revealed new layers of her extraordinary genetic potential. She was becoming more than just a research subject. She represented humanity's next evolutionary step. The technological awakening had begun, and Haiwan Park, a young girl from Incheon, stood at the center of a discovery that would change human history forever. No one could predict exactly where this journey would lead, but everyone involved knew something magnificent was unfolding, a testament to human potential beyond anything previously imagined. Deep in the vast darkness of space, the Korin spacecraft detected unusual technological signals emanating from Earth. These signals were unlike anything they had encountered before. Complex, adaptive, and seemingly impossible for a species they considered primitive. Commander Talek studied the quantum data streams, his metallic fingers moving across advanced holographic displays. The signals originated from a single point on Earth, a location identified as Incheon, South Korea. Something extraordinary was happening. The Korin civilization had monitored human technological development for centuries. They viewed humans as a developing species, interesting but ultimately irrelevant to their galactic dominance. This new signal changed everything. Huon's unique neural integration had created technological emissions that pierced through standard communication barriers. Her ability to interface with machines created quantum-level signals that caught the Korin's advanced sensors. This human represents a potential threat. Commander Talek reported to the Koran High Council. Her technological capabilities suggest capabilities beyond standard evolutionary patterns. A stealth mission was quickly organized. Their advanced ship, capable of molecular camouflage, entered Earth's atmosphere without detection. Traditional human monitoring systems simply could not perceive their sophisticated technology. The mission's primary objective was clear: investigate and neutralize the potential technological anomaly represented by Huon. The Koran did not believe in allowing potential competitors to develop unchecked. At the research facility, Huon was performing her standard technological integration tests. Suddenly, she felt something strange, a subtle disruption in the technological environment around her. Her enhanced neural pathways detected an anomalous signal that seemed alien. Advanced sensors in the facility began registering unusual quantum fluctuations. Dr. Kim Song-min noticed strange interference patterns in the monitoring systems. Something was attempting to penetrate their technological defenses. Haiwan's brain did something unexpected. Instead of being overwhelmed, she began analyzing the alien technological intrusion. Her neural network started mapping the complex signal, understanding its structure faster than any known human or machine could process. The Koran stealth team discovered their initial approach had been detected. Their most advanced technological infiltration had been instantly recognized and was being actively analyzed by a 12-year-old human girl. Commander Talek realized they were facing something unprecedented. Haiwan wasn't just detecting their presence, she was actively studying their technological signature, breaking down complex alien communication protocols in real time. Government and military researchers watched in amazement as Haiwan's brain created a defensive technological barrier. She was generating a complex signal that not only blocked the alien intrusion, but began sending back encoded messages challenging their technological superiority. The Koran spacecraft experienced system disruptions. Their most advanced cloaking technology began failing. Haiwan's neural interface was generating interference that their systems couldn't comprehend or counteract. Impossible, Commander Talek muttered, watching their sophisticated systems being systematically dismantled by signals from a human child. Within minutes, the Koran spacecraft was forced to retreat. Their technological superiority had been challenged by a human whose brain operated on principles they couldn't understand. Huon had done what no known species had ever accomplished. She had actively resisted and repelled an advanced alien technological investigation. The research facility went into immediate lockdown. Military protocols were activated, but Huon remained calm, almost curious about the technological encounter she had just experienced. Dr. Kim Song-min approached her, asking what she had experienced. Haiwan simply smiled and said, "They were interesting, but they didn't understand how we work." The alien challenge had revealed something profound. Humanity's potential was far greater than anyone, including advanced extraterrestrial civilizations, had ever imagined. Huon Park, a 12-year-old girl from Incheon, had just changed the understanding of human technological potential forever. The global scientific community gathered in an unprecedented conference. Representatives from every major nation watched as Dr. Kim Song-min presented Huon's extraordinary capabilities. Her genetic structure and technological integration had become humanity's most significant scientific discovery. Huon stood quietly beside her parents, wearing a simple blue sweater. She looked like an ordinary teenager, unaware of the massive implications surrounding her existence. The conference hall buzzed with tension and excitement. Detailed analysis revealed that Haiwan's neural pathways represented a quantum leap in human evolution. Her brain could interface with technological systems in ways that defied current scientific understanding. She wasn't just using technology, she was communicating with it at a fundamental level. The Koran's failed reconnaissance mission had unexpectedly accelerated human technological development. Scientists realized that Haiwan's unique genetic structure could be the key to solving numerous technological challenges, from advanced medical treatments to space exploration. Government research teams began developing technologies based on her neural patterns. Complex quantum computing systems were redesigned. Medical interface technologies saw unprecedented advancements. Space exploration protocols were completely reimagined. Haiwan continued her training, maintaining a remarkable balance between extraordinary ability and normal childhood. She played computer games, studied at school, and spent time with her family. Her extraordinary potential didn't change her fundamental humanity. International research centers competed to understand her genetic structure. Ethical committees debated the implications of her unique abilities. Some saw her as a scientific breakthrough, while others worried about potential technological risks. The military showed intense interest. Her ability to interface with complex technological systems suggested unprecedented defensive and strategic capabilities. She could potentially control multiple advanced systems simultaneously using pure thought. During a critical demonstration, Haiwan managed to simultaneously control multiple advanced robotic systems, quantum computers, and complex communication networks. Traditional human limitations simply didn't apply to her. Scientists discovered that her genetic mutation wasn't just about technological integration. Her neural pathways suggested enhanced problem-solving capabilities, accelerated learning, and unprecedented cognitive flexibility. The Korean civilization, which had initially viewed humans as a primitive species, now recognized humanity's potential. Their failed mission had revealed a species capable of extraordinary technological adaptation. Global technological development accelerated. Industries transformed. Medical treatments became more sophisticated. Communication systems evolved rapidly. Haiwan had become the unexpected catalyst for human technological revolution. Her parents were provided comprehensive support. Financial security, advanced education opportunities, and complete medical care were guaranteed. They remained supportive and protective of their extraordinary daughter. Research suggested that Haiwan's genetic structure could be gradually studied and potentially replicated. The possibility of enhancing human technological capabilities became a real scientific prospect. International scientific journals published carefully managed research papers. Haiwan's identity remained protected, but her genetic breakthrough became a symbol of human potential. Space exploration programs received massive funding. The understanding that humans could potentially develop advanced technological integration suggested that interstellar travel might become possible within decades. Quantum computing centers redesigned their entire approach. Haiwan's neural patterns provided insights that transformed traditional computational thinking. As years passed, Haiwan continued her unique journey. She remained grounded, kind, and curious. Her extraordinary abilities never changed her fundamental human essence. The simple act of damaging a hover vehicle had triggered a sequence of events that would redefine human potential. From a single moment of childhood playfulness, humanity had discovered its most significant evolutionary leap. The world watched and waited, understanding that something extraordinary had begun. Haiwan Park, a young girl from Incheon, had become the unexpected herald of humanity's technological triumph. Her story was just beginning.